But first, we've all heard the phrase, set yourself up for success, right? And that saying absolutely applies to your creative space. Whether you have an entire dedicated room or maybe just a corner countertop tucked away somewhere, my next guest has some clever craft storage solutions. We love Aly Dosdall for her fantastic paper craft creations, but today we're leaning on her to help us get our creative spaces in tip-top shape. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Great to have you, and anyone who sees your beautiful setup here immediately wants to go craft something or create. There's something about your surroundings that really does influence and inspire.
That's absolutely true. I think, the new year is a perfect time to set some goals, and some of those can be creative goals, right? And when you've got all of your creative supplies in order and organized, you totally want to get in there and create.
So the organize as you go approach you find doesn't work very well.
Yes and no. I think you need to keep organizing because it's got to be a continual process, but if it's happening haphazardly and without intention, then it doesn't usually work very well.
Okay, so any husband out there, mine included, will tell you that crafting equals clutter is the first step to eliminate.
Yes.
Do we not need as much as we think we do?
We do not. That's a great point. So I've got a few tips. If you want to get your craft supplies or actually any space organized, these can apply to anywhere in your home. But the first thing you're going to want to do is called dump and purge. So you're going to get everything out, put it out on a space or on the floor. You may have to do it in sections if you've got a large stash, right?
Because we're collectors.
Yes.
Crafters are collectors.
They are, that's right.
I don't want to put myself in your circle. I'm not an advanced crafter every now and then, but I still have the stash.
All the creatives do it.
Yeah. So once it's laid out, then what?
Then you're going to go through it and you're going to put a keep pile on one side. You're going to do a giveaway pile, and then you're going to do a trash or recycle pile.
So we're sorting.
We're sorting through it. And I think sometimes we want to keep it all, but we really need to ask ourselves some essential questions like, do I really love this? Have I used it in the last 6 months, or will I use it in the next 6 months? So if you haven't used it over the course of a year, unless it's seasonal, you may want to just get rid of it because you might not use it likely. So
we love pretty containers, right? They're so aesthetically pleasing, they speak to our heart, but they have a functional purpose as well. Once you've decided and sorted and kept what you're going to keep.
Yes. And there's one important tip to note. You don't want to jump straight to the containing because that's our favorite part. So there's a second step called sort and organize that you need to go through all those things once you've peeled off the stuff you don't need. And you want to organize them according to how you create things and how you use them.
Okay.
So it makes sense to you.
And then we contain.
And then we contain in place. And so there are different kinds of containers, like there's open containers, there's closed containers, there's visible containers, non-visible. So think about how you want everything to look and how you would use it. If you don't see it, you might not use it. If you don't like clutter, you might want to keep it, closed.
You hit the nail on the head. This is the fun part. Can we get to the fun part? Can we talk about containers and making it pretty?
Absolutely.
I want to start back here because this just seems so functional. Organizers are always telling us to think up, think vertically, and this makes use of that empty wall space.
Exactly, yeah. This is a great option. This is part of the Crate Paper office supply, office storage line, and it's just a wire rack. This line was actually kind of inspired by like vintage findings. If you go to vintage markets or junk or whatever, you can find things like this and the other things I'll show you. But so this comes with hooks and baskets and tins, and you can clip things on, and that way your things are out and on display, so you see them and you might actually be more likely to use them, but it also looks pretty.
My crafting claim to fame is my first job was working in a scrapbook store, which I did for like 5 to 7 years. This replicates though what you would see in a retail space, right? With everything laid out. But you say from a creative standpoint, that's genius too, because you do know what's at your fingertips. You know what you have.
It's right in front of you.
Give us the name of this again.
Okay, this is by Crate Paper. It's their office storage line.
And it's gold.
Gold, yes, of course.
And it's gold.
With the gold scissors.
Speaking to every woman's heart. Okay, what else?
Okay, so this is part of the same line, and these are just some beautiful options that you can have out on your workspace to get 12 by 12 papers. That's nice about these is they fit the 12 by 12 scrapbook papers.
Which I have to say, the containers were slow to catch up to that size, right? But now we have an option to store.
We've had the magazine storage for a while, but now it's wide enough to fit your 12 by 12 papers.
Nice.
So it's got lots of drawers and little pockets for all your goodies and stickers and whatever you need to put there.
Doesn't this just make you happy? I mean, when you see it?
It does, yes. You want to get it in craft. There's a magnetic box, and again, there's that balance between functionality and style.
Right.
And here we've captured both. So this is all part of the Crate Paper line.
Do you like things to be open, or how do you decide when you're going to close it off and contain it with a lid?
For me, I personally, I don't like clutter. So most of my stuff is closed off. However, something like this, I like to display it because it's also like a decor piece.
It's art.
It's art, exactly.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, so, and then we're thinking outside the storage box here. We're using a muffin tin, we're using a berry basket, cake plates, and this is all, again, part of the Crate Paper line.
These are ceramic.
But you could also find these at a vintage market and just use them for storage and put them in your craft room.
They're fantastic and therapeutic just to do a little bit of this.
Run your fingers
right?
through there.
Just
Absolutely.
to do a little bit of that.
Totally.
I'm dying over these washi tape options. Talk to us about
Yeah,
those.
these are some of my favorites. These are We Are Memory Keepers animal washi tape dispensers, and they're easy to use. You can pull them apart so you can replace the rolls once you run out. And they're a lot of fun. Again, totally stylish, but also very functional.
I'm not an animal person, but even I could own a dog if it was this kind of a dog.
Cute.
Or a rhino, I guess.
Right.
To that point. Okay, what else?
Okay, so then we've got, again, the vertical storage with 12 by 12 size, and it's just beautiful.
It is.
It's really pretty, so it's something you could have out if you want to have it out.
Just that larger size. It all fits. It's all uniform. I'm a little OCD. This is where that side of me starts to come out. I love it too much. I love it too much. This is kind of the show stealer.
This is the over-the-door craft armoire from We Are Memory Keepers.
Okay.
It's awesome because it's good for small spaces. If you don't have a whole dedicated room, you just have a corner or your kitchen or whatever.
Does it actually hang over the door?
Yes. It comes with hardware, big metal hooks that hang right over the door. You can also mount it directly on the wall if you want to. So it's really versatile.
So it's probably lighter than it looks if we're hanging it. Okay.
Yeah. So the nice thing about it is the front is also very beautiful, and again, the style. We're going for the style here. You can slide in 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. It comes with 2 chalkboard inserts and 2 whiteboard inserts.
That's genius. You can trade it out season to season.
You can pull it right out right here.
Month.
You just slide it in the side.
Because we're kind of indecisive creatures, we women, right? So why settle on just one pattern?
Exactly. So I'm going to pull it open here so you can see inside, and you're going to be surprised at how much room there actually is in there.
Look at that.
Yeah. So you can put a ton in here. It comes with the paper trays. It comes with these awesome snap bars and snap attachments. So they snap on and off, so you can trade them out as your craft supply, that changes, your stash changes. You've got ribbons, little bottles, you've got cups, clips that you can clip stuff on, shelves, and you can just fit everything in there, and that can be your craft room.
I'm so giddy because I'm losing my craft space, my creative space to a nursery here coming up, so I need to make the use of the space I have.
And these are exclusive to the American Crafts Warehouse. It's in Orem on State Street and about 800 North in the old Kmart building there.
Okay.
So you can find these only there.
Why is Christmas over? Can we write a Valentine's wish list?
Yeah,
that works
definitely,
too, right?
Definitely.
Lovers, listen up. Okay, what else down front?
Okay, so these are craft bags. They're the 360 craft bags. This is generation 1 here with the shoulder bag. Plenty of, again, storage space for paper in here and all your tools.
Slick.
Here's the desktop caddy. This has way more room than it looks like, but you can just fit everything in there.
Okay, I'm inspired.
And then this is the rolling tote. It's got a telescoping handle and the 360 wheels, tons of storage space inside, so you can fit everything in there that you need.
I am so inspired.
Yep. And then the last one over there is Generation 2. That is a brand new sneak peek. We can't even get this right now. It's not in stores yet.
So seeing it here first.
Yes, sneak peek for everybody here. And this is going to be debuted at the Creativation Trade Show in Phoenix next weekend.
Nice.
So this is the best of both worlds. You've got the detachable briefcase on top with the larger bag underneath. So you've got like the shoulder bag option plus your rolling tote, and you can put them together. Tons of storage space inside again. Easy to transport if you like to craft on the go.
Very cool. I'm sure you're as inspired as I am. Great ideas and a great opportunity for one lucky viewer if they head over to your website.
Come to my blog. We're going to be giving away a selection of these beautiful storage options here on the table, and lots of other ideas on my website as well.
AlyDosdall.com. Look for the link on our website to make it easy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.